Welcome guys. Today we have unexpected live stream. It's me, Art, and I'm here. We're here. And I don't know if you can see me well. I think you can, right? I think you guys can hear me and see me well. I just wanted to do some cozy mosey live stream today out of nowhere. And I don't know if people will join. I don't know if we're gonna have some people tonight. But I just feel in a good mood. And I was like, why don't I go live stream? Let me just see if I can see my live stream. View your channel, gay on live. I didn't know how to call it, so I just called it gay on live. So, as usual, let's smash the like button because this is what helps live stream. I am going to do something very quick here. I am going to put you right here. I do need to change though the background because the background cannot be this because YouTube will not like it. So I need to put the background on something different. Hold on. Just gonna put, because I feel so depressed. That's not a great start. Hold on. Don't feel depressed. Okay, so are you in New York? Yes. I think I will just do this. I know it's kind of narcissistic, but I just played myself here, so no one blacks us. Let's smash the like buttons and let's see where are we from. Where is the place where you guys from? We are here, we are queer, and I do have a little beer tonight. How's Lola? She's great. Greg, why you're not asleep? I think you're from UK. Blush. I'm looking at the filters, guys. No filter parallel for me. Ah! Sorry. Just looking at here. Привет, hi. West Palm Beach, Cuba. New York City. Maine. 167 people, only 32 likes. We gotta be better. San Francisco, although I'm in New York right now. Please hit the thumbs up. Boston, Sri Lanka. I was just live on TikTok and I had something weird happen. I have a beer, so YouTube, please don't pay attention to my beer. But when I drank a beer on a camera, I went from 160 people to probably, how do you turn this channel? From 160 people, I went to 30 people right away. Alabama, Nova Scotia. So I was like, TikTok just does not give me a break, guys. It's always something happens there. I'm so confused. What does it mean if someone keeps looking at you? Does it mean hate or attraction? It depends on the situation. So I decided to go live on here, Indiana, Brazil, Manchester, because I'm in a cozy mood today. And why not? Sometimes live make me calm, and I feel like this is gonna make me calm today. Smash the like button. So yeah, TikTok went from like one point to another point very quickly, and I was like, YouTube is where I can find people. Hey Art, South Carolina, do you live in New York City? I do live in New York City. I don't know if you guys can see the better views here or no. Is it better? Ah, bitch. Is it better that I sit like this? Because like we can see the neighbors didn't move out. They have the lights on. And honestly, I could have shown you more. But like, I don't want to be a creep. You can see people sitting on the couches watching their TV. I've been to Madrid only once. Johnny is playing video games. And my mom is great. She's good. I didn't get notification of your live, but I did for YouTube. Well, that's why we like YouTube more. Honestly, I had no thumbnail, so I put thumbnail whatever. And I was like, gay on live. Pumpkin is playing video games. Who is top, you or your partner? Me. Art, what is the best thing you learned from all of the interviews? That people are so different, and some people are very open and some people are very closed. When are you, Chris, coming to UK? hopefully soon, but I really don't want to travel now. 200 people, 60 likes. I don't think it's fair. If we press more likes, more people join, more people enjoy our live stream in our company. He's playing Fortnite now. He's playing Fortnite with the boys, so... And I'm here sitting on live stream. Do you like to cuddle? I like cuddle more than sex. I came out to my mom as bisexual today. Oh, congrats, I hope she took it well. So yeah, I love cuddles. I think cuddles is so much better than anything else. Why isn't he watching football? Too much football. Everyone click on the like button. I like how some people are really cheering up for me. Click on the like button, click on the like button. 8 more likes till 69. Your partner is handsome too. Same here. You know what, guys? I really am thinking that I want to do a lot more cozy content. So maybe I was like thinking maybe we can brainstorm today. Hi Dallas, what time is it in Australia? Dallas, hope you feel better. Everyone's saying chat Dallas feel better because he was a little sick lately and he's getting better. So please write in chat Dallas get better, please, as we usually do support people. Or like at least write the heart emojis for Dallas. Heart emojis and feel better Dallas. That's what I want to see in chat. That would be nice. And guys, gay doesn't mean he plays the darts. Do we have plan to make kids? We do. Get well soon, Dallas. Dallas, get better. Get better, Dallas, as everyone here welcomes you. Dallas was my moderator for a long time, so we gotta send him some love. I do like send people love, guys. I don't want to talk about it that much now, but this week I was posting about me donating $1,000 to OnlyFans Center. It's foundation that helps LGBTQ youth. I'm gonna post about it more. Monday was a matching day, so it was a very good day for us. Every single thing you donate, it matches it. So we raised $9,300 so far. Just wanted to say everyone thank you who put any dollar, from $10 to $1,000, some people. Just wanted to say thank you because I feel like in this situation, I feel like people who I talk to are real, you know? Like I donated $1,000. I'm probably gonna put a little more. They're gonna have a couple more dates when they can double it, so that's when I'm gonna promote it. But yeah, I feel like we did a good thing. We definitely gonna raise 10,000. My hope we're gonna raise 20,000, but it's very ambitious. But if there's gonna be like a day, you know what I mean? Why don't you make me art moderator? I don't remember it that much. I really like the videos you do with Stan Chris. Yeah, we did a lot of videos. We do need to, you know, we've been doing a lot together, but now we're kind of like doing it separately and then we get together. It's kind of good, you know, like to separate and then get back together because we have more inspiration from each other. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely post about this foundation, but I'm very excited because this is a good foundation and I'm just very excited to work with them. There's gonna be like a lot of people, they throw in an event where they're trying to raise more money. So this is probably where also I'm gonna meet many more people. I know that Neil Patrick Harris might be there, so that would be right. I hope I said it right. So I'm gonna meet like a lot of people who are supporting it, and it's just exciting to do something good for people and for others. So, and I'm happy that we have this kind of little power because it's important that people who, you know, I talk to camera all the time. Like, I don't know who you are. A lot of you, I don't know, you know. I know some moderators and stuff. Sorry. But it's kind of like wild. I always talk to the camera and I talk to people in the street, but it's not like I have a bunch of friends and stuff. And when it happens like this, when we come together for a good cause, I feel like, you know, I have my month's ongoing donation to California. Nice, very nice. It feels like, you know, there are real people there who care. That was my point. Because we raised $9,000 in one day. It was a lot. And yes, it's doubled, so it was like closer to 4.5, but still. Yeah. What else I want to talk about? Hey, alright, someone just asked if you keep in touch with Joey Meals. Sometimes over text, I talk to him, but not on daily basis. But over text, I talk to him. He's when I was in the same time with him, he was a great texter. But then he responds slowly sometimes. So I feel a little cold because it was 40 degrees outside. So probably plays a big role. But you know, I don't feel terribly cold. Okay, let's do questions and comments. We can talk about anything today. It's like bonus live stream today, guys. We are here to talk about stuff. It's doubled. What doubled mean? Oh, are you laughing at my accent? Don't forget to smash the like. 241 people, 107 likes. That's not nice. What do you think and what do you enjoy talk about, if I may ask? Just like life. Just like inside stuff, like about creating content and travel, money, relationships. Any luck meeting non-spicy gay people? What do you mean non-spicy gay people? I started using glasses when I moved to US because I got them 2 months before I moved here because I knew I was thinking I will need a driver license and I knew I could not see a thing. So that's when I got it. Also, guys, don't forget to check out my vlog, please. How Johnny brought me to a fraternity party. That was so fun. We're in New York City. It's about time we start turning on heat. How are your friends? They're good. Are you Irish? I'm Ukrainian. How do you plan on aging? I feel like I age pretty well, Alex. I'm not worried about it. I have my whole bunch of hair, knock on the wood. I do have some wrinkles here and there, but I think I got my mom's genetics. So she's 48, but she looks like she's 35. So the only thing I really pay attention to is going to the gym more. Past couple of weeks I was not great with it. But going to the gym more and I put moisturizer more. So but I did get lucky with genetics. Someone says, Wally says, I'm very impressed with your channel and content. Your interviews some of the best on the YouTube. Thank you so much. I try to be unique and I try to come up with constantly new stuff. And 99% of the interviews are not staged. 99%. There is 1% that are staged. So, but also like the interviews sometimes they're staged, they're still very good. It's just more produced. Like when you watch a reality show, it's not fully true. There's some hits there. So it's kind of the same thing. We're going to Boston for Thanksgiving. Next summer visit to Ireland, maybe. Oh, I love South Carolina, but not for me. Gym was good in the beginning of the months. In the last 2 weeks was a little harder because I was like busy with travel and I was all over the place. When are you decorating for Christmas? I think we should start decorating now. Victor, you're not late. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Have you had any stalkers? I can tell you a story about Stalker. If you guys smash, let's make 200 likes and I'll tell you a story about Stalker. Let's do 200 likes. And there will be a good story. It's not a fake story. Decorate. Did you put up Christmas tree? We didn't put up the Christmas tree yet. Our Christmas tree is in Boston and I want to buy a new one. How did you get gay? No one asked me how did I get gay. Let's do 200 likes and I'll tell you a story about Stalker. It was actually pretty scary, to be honest. I'm curious if he's gonna watch me now. I talk about this story all the time because this is the only real stalker I had who was kind of creepy. South Carolina video was so funny. He was trashed at the game. Guys, and I was like pretending I'm straight. on this video. Someone didn't get my joke and was like, Art, you said so many bad words. I was just like over exaggerating and like, but I feel like we've had fun. But definitely I would not be able to go to fraternity. I would never gonna be able to be a pledge. I would just like had to skip the pledge part because I'm too opinionated for this stuff. 135 out of 200 likes. My native Ireland has some problems, but otherwise still good. Then send this guy a like. I want to hear this story. Let's do 200 likes and I'll tell you the story. It's gonna be a good one. I should actually talk about it on my YouTube channel, but it's fine. Moved in a city in 76 and you see what gay life was back then. I'm sure it was better than now, but it was more dangerous. You currently have 213 stalkers here. Those are not stalkers, those are friends. I'm telling you, when I didn't have a boyfriend, this was my only people, is people online who are like knowing me so well. And I went live so much more when I had no boyfriend. And I really stopped going live that much, besides my lives on Sundays. Every Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern time, I do live stream on YouTube. But I'm telling you, that was like, okay guys, 200 likes are close, even though we have less people now there left. I like this comment. I think you're doing a great job and you're contributing to society. I wish YouTube and art existed when I was a kid in the 80s. It's great that young LGBTQ folks can watch here. Thank you so much, Eric. I appreciate it. And it's so funny, the live streams and the longer videos, mostly the live streams. Mostly my live streams are watching people who are over 50. But my videos and my shorts, it's Gen Z and millennials. But majority of people who are watching my live streams, they're over 50. Because I feel like I'm very old soul and I feel like I'm pretty boring. You know, I feel like I could be more entertaining to like, there's a bunch of like guys on internet who you guys follow and they make up stories all the time. They make up content, you know, they lie for the views. I just really don't like to do it. I like sometimes to over exaggerate stuff, bring some drama, you know, because I have to still play the game. But I don't like to over exaggerate stuff. My favorite pumpkin story that would just make you laugh. I'm not sure I have. Oh, you mean Johnny's story? I wish I had a stalker. I lived in Manchester. Did you do anything for Halloween? We went to P-Town, that's it. Yesterday we were home. When are you, Stan, Chris, and Michael getting together again? I'm not sure. Not soon. I love fraternity video. Nice to see you and Johnny. I can't stop thinking how the Hudson West Maxwell Jenkins... I don't understand what you're saying, sorry. I love how you much appreciate your fans. I appreciate my people. I don't like call them fans, but I also feel like friends is kind of fake. Because we're not like friends. If someone would come up to me on the street, I don't know them. But I don't like to call them fans. Subscribers is kind of dirty too. Thank you so much, Wally. I grew up in the 1980s. I love your honesty, art. Thank you. I'm from Ukraine. I think you and Pop could make a great couple. I don't know who is Pop. As to you need each other, you get to know art exaggeration. Yeah, I'm just very I have a very dark sense of humor, guys. We only need 50 likes and I'll tell you a story. We only need 50 likes till 200 likes. Come on, you lazy guys, hit that like. I want to hear this story. Lived in P-Town 87, 88. Summers, I love that place. It's nice. Over 200 people watching, please hit thumbs ups. Speaking of Joey's, do you know who Joey Brilliam is? No, I have no idea. Your sarcasm is the best. I like sarcasm, but I feel like sometimes I go overboard with some people and I have like no barrier sometimes. So sometimes it's hard to read the person. I'm pretty good at it, but sometimes I really... Because I can laugh at myself so much, and other people, like, I expect from them, but it's wrong. Like, some people cannot this. I have an old soul, but I'm finding by staying curious. Once you read too much, it's hard to stay young. That's how you stay young, by this little live streams. Also watch my vlog. Honestly, Johnny is so much more younger soul than me. He is, like, more potty guy. He's a hot guy, former influencer. Also, I have a VIP page, guys. We are almost at 50,000 followers on my OnlyFans. So check it out. I post a lot of stuff. There's collabs, there's solo stuff. I definitely stepped out my game. It's definitely so much more risky. But I do stuff that I'm comfortable with. There's a lot of like stories I post, so. Your sarcasm has gotten me in trouble sometimes. Yeah. Love Art's live streams. Thank you. I think it's okay to be sarcastic at sometimes. Dallas, can you text Mike so he can share my live stream on Telegram? You're very likable. Who do you follow on OnlyFans? Honestly, on OnlyFans, I follow so many guys. I follow probably like 20 guys at this, maybe less now. Of 20 guys, I would say 5-10 of them have free page, and 10 of them I actually paid. But I don't have resubscribe on. If I see sometimes someone is hot and like it's the morning, I would subscribe and like, you know. And I have really very broad in type. Very broad type. I really like you, make me happy. A hard thing to do. Honestly, that's a slave. Like, this is one of the best compliments today. I came out during COVID. I'm from a small town and it makes it hard. Wish I would have come out earlier, but I do believe everything happens for a reason. You know what? I love your perspective, but I'm just happy that we're able to come out. Even if you came out older, at least you have this relief. You know, because there's so many places in the world that people are not being able to come out, that I would get killed for what I do. You know, there's so many places in the world. So I feel for the generation like who are older. I feel for them, and majority of my people, they're very supportive. Like I feel like they live through me. For people who watch my videos who are older, I feel like they can live through my experiences, and that's why I have a very good community who are very you know what I mean, who are very supportive, you know. But a lot of people are not, you know, especially like on my live streams. Like I said, I have mostly on my live streams older. Like on my shorts and longer videos is mostly like 18 to 45. That's my age. But those who are like 50, 60, I have 75, a lot of people on live streams. Those are also like just very supportive and living. I kind of like it. We're lucky to live in America at this point. Can legally marry, adopt children. Agree. So I don't know. I feel like we're just lucky to be in this. But you know, there is some guys who are older who are bitter, who are like, look at me. But I get why. You know, I get to do what I want to do. You know, I look attractive. Definitely got lucky with this. I get to do what I want to do. I make money from it. I make social media. Like, this is, I get why some people are jealous and stuff. Like, this is fair. But jealous is not the best thing. Or like mad, or like feel unfair, you know? So yeah. How do I hide the user on this channel? Okay. I'm Jamaican. I came out to the closet, but no, the capable democratic myself. Slower comments. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Folks don't realize it's a job. It's a full-time job, and then some. Yeah. Dallas, can you block people who say this religious stuff? Life is not easy. I lost my husband when I was 42. That's very sad. I cannot believe. But I hope you're like good, and I hope I'm sending you some good hugs. Smash the like, guys. But also, you know what I'm gonna tell you? For people who like sometimes bitter, I wish I could show them that yes, like there's so many pluses in this life, like that I have, but there are also minuses. And like I don't want to bring him up. I just want to say about him a couple words. 200 likes, guys, and I'll talk to you about this story. But so one of the ways I learned English is watching TV show Friends, and this was one of the most crucial instruments. And I know it sounds weird for a lot of people, how you can learn English by just watching TV show. I swear, I watched Friends 10 seasons in Russian for like Ukrainian too, for like so many times, and then I watched it in Polish. When I was learning Polish, I started watching it in Polish because the whole point, you have to turn on English subtitles and listen to English language and watch it, but you already kind of know what it's about. So you'll understand what I'm going right now. This is the way, for me, Friends, it was like friends, like real people. I don't know, like I felt so lonely when I was growing up. I really didn't have a lot of friends. I was not as outgoing as I am. I was walking around the town by myself, very often. So I watched Friends a lot. And then, this thing came out that Matthew Perry died, which is one of my favorite characters, but it's so funny how I just cannot say who is my favorite character. I like them all equally. They're all great, So Matthew Perry died, and I really want to read his book because I read some small parts of it that people posted that he said, first you want to get famous, and then, you just cannot go, and you just want to be a regular person. And a lot of people cannot handle it well. Like a lot of people like him. So a lot of people who we see, who we idolize, they're not as happy as we think they are. Not my case though. I'm handling, because I don't have like a huge fame or something. I like what I do, and I enjoy the attention in the smaller circles. Like I don't want to have like 20 million followers. I would have 10 million, but they all should be gay. Because like I would go to the gay area and I would get like, oh, compliments, oh, I know you, I like your videos, and I will enjoy it. And then, I'll go back to regular area and there's gonna be so much less people who know me, so I'll live like normal life. So it's kind of interesting. But my point is there's a lot of like people that cannot handle anything and that might have all the opportunities to have great life, but they're not, having a great life. So you just have to see through a lot of people who you think they're having fun. Sometimes they don't. And, there's a lot of those people. There's a lot of like porn stars who are dying early. And I actually asked one of my friends who is a porn star too. I was like, why do a lot of people like, Pumpkin is laughing, you guys can hear it at him. I asked him like, why a lot of like porn stars do go away fast? And he says, you make a lot of money, you have a lot of time, you start going into yourself. So that's sad. Have you ever made any friends out of us? I think my assistant is one of my best friends. He found me on YouTube. And I found a lot of other community who are smaller in my Discord community that I have. And a lot of people who like reach out to me on Patreon, some people on OnlyFans. I kind of feel like I have relationships with them, Those interviews you've been doing with corn stars have been super interesting and backstage revealing. Thank you. You look rich. I am not rich. I am so far from being rich. Unfortunately. But you guys helping me to go somewhere that I can be. But I don't really want to be super rich. Like, honestly. I don't want to have huge money. I want to have a good money. I want to have a big money. I want to have my apartment in New York City, which considered is huge money, kind of. But it's still, I don't want to have tens of millions of dollars. I don't think I will be happy. I want to be like more, Pumpkin is laughing. You should create a holiday challenge okay, I like this, for the Pumpkin crew to participate in, maybe a fitness challenge or cooking challenge. Greg, text me more ideas like this on Instagram or somewhere. Live fast, die young. Money doesn't buy happiness, but it can make your family comfortable, and that's the point, to be able to help others. I agree. Like, I want to have a family, but I don't want to leave my kids a bunch of money in trust fund. I don't think it's healthy. I just want to have a good family. I don't want to think about eating, cooking if I don't like to cook. I want to have my own apartment, But I don't wanna, what's your relationship with your mom? I have no siblings. My mom is my best friend. So that is huge money. I don't think that's, I think like huge money is over like 10 million, I feel like. I mean, even a million is huge money, but still, like, it's manageable if you take a loan. Do you feel fortunate that you have so many followers who love you and happy to see you succeed? I'm very fortunate. I'm very, like, I never get comfortable, Jeff. I really am never getting comfortable. I'm very grateful, and I know that it took me a lot of work to do this, to build a lot of trust. But it's all, I'm like very lucky to do what I do and to live the life I live. So click the like button. People say only 16 more likes and I'll tell you the story about Stalker. When you get that much money, you begin to give it away to help others. So get all the money you can. That's why I follow my VIP page and buy something. No, I agree. I agree with you. Горжусь тобою, дякую. Hey, love your video. Thank you so much. Дякую, Alexander. So yeah, I don't know. Did your dad come back with the milk? What do you mean milk? It's kind of wild. Did your dad... Can I hit twice, Dallas? No. Hello, cat. Hi. After the pack of cigarettes, yes. What do you mean after the pack of cigarettes? I smoke, guys. I've been smoking recently. I'm reading the book to stop smoking. I'm not interested in Jack. I just don't feel like I'm relatable to him. Where's your dad? He lives in Russia. It's nice to appreciate that you have. I do appreciate a lot. Привет, Саня, Запорожье. Hi, how are you? Привет. What is the current situation with the gay rights in Ukraine? I don't know. I don't think it's ever gonna get better. Привет. There is my roommate who I lived with in Ocean City, Maryland. I don't donated $50 for that meals get used. Thank you so much. I already gained over 9 grand in one day. And then we have like couple more hundred now. To be a millionaire isn't that hard, but it takes dedication. I agree. And it takes a lot of like effort in order to invest and stuff. Okay, we have 12 more likes, guys. And I'll tell you, the Alan Carr book, that works. Yes, I do read Alan Carr books. That's how I dropped smoking twice. But I don't really smoke that much. I just smoke some, it's all happened in Spain. It's all happened in Spain, but I wasn't smoking all the time. It's just a little. And then I didn't smoke and I smoke, And it's not a great thing. But I do feel nostalgia when I smoke and it's cold outside. It reminds me of my young years in Poland. Show us your apps. Follow my VIP page. I think that we're both gay. It's the matter of genetics. It is genetics, yeah. Any new Christmas sweaters for the holidays? I want to buy. I want to buy more Christmas sweaters. There was one guy who kind of tried to get me in contact with Coca-Cola, so they sponsor me. But I don't think nothing came out of it, unfortunately. You know what I also noticed? When I started smoking, I stopped drinking. I really don't drink that much. Like, it's my first beer. How long I was drinking it for an hour. Gogol Bordello. Camel 6 in my Diet Coke. We got 4 likes, guys. Do you want me to tell the story about the stalker? Or no? Happy birthday, Brian Diaz. My grandfather was smoking for 40 years and he read the book and he stopped. I'm glad you decided to start making longer content. I got a kick off of your frat party. I've been making long content for over 2 years now. I never did not do long content. I've been long content for a while because this is the only way to build a community. Shorts are not as, shorts are shorts, but the long content, and that's the reason why I do live streams. Okay, guys, we just need to get 202 likes. Okay. I've been doing long content for a while, so check out a lot of my videos. I do at least one video per week. There's not a lot of weeks I skipped. Okay, are you guys ready for a stalker story? Let me know in chat. And also don't stop putting the likes, because we still need them. Are you guys ready for the stalker story? How much is the pack? It's like 16 bucks, I think. Okay. Since you guys ready for the stalker story, I'm gonna tell it to you. For some reason, YouTube only recommends your shorts to me. I have a lot of great long videos. Just check them out and comment. Maybe I'll see. All right, get your popcorn. I'm gonna tell you the stalker story. I'm gonna call this guy Richard. Again, if there's any Richards here, I'm sorry. It's just a fake name for the guy. Okay, ready? So, it was 2020, and that's when I started doing my TikTok. I started doing on Thanksgiving Day, and I started getting views. And then I got like 30,000 views and like 30,000 followers in 1 month. It was still kind of Corona Mora time, but I went viral with a Kings and Queens video when I walk with a gay flag. And I got like 100K within 3 days. So I had like 130,000. I was working as a waiter. There was a place called True Food Kitchen in Austin, Texas. I was working in this place since August as a waiter. And by November, the end of November, I already got super tired of it because it was like the manager changed and there was like so much drama in this place. But I did make some money there. I think I made like 3,000-4,000 per month there, which was pretty good. And I worked maybe 40 hours, maybe 35, not like that many. Plus I could eat sometimes, like 50% off. So I went viral and I knew that I need to start monetizing it, but I didn't know how. But there was no point of me keep going viral if I don't know how to make money out of it. And then I really wanted to quit my job because I thought there's like this new manager. I remember I came to him and I said, one day I'm gonna go so viral on TikTok. There's gonna be a line of people here who will try to take a picture with me, and this day I will quit. And he laughed at me and said, well, good luck. And that was actually like in the middle of December when I already had like 15,000 followers, whatever. So what happens is I got sick and I worked on, I don't remember. I think I still worked on January 1st. I think I worked on my birthday, January 2nd, but like, no, maybe I didn't work on my birthday. But I got sick on January 3rd, I think. And I stayed at home. And basically I was pretty sick for like 2 weeks. And then it turned out to be Corona Mora. So I stayed at home. And at this point, I was in December. When I am tired of my job, I don't quit my job right away. I slowly quit it. I always had it, and then I just cut it off right away. So what was happening is like when you work in a restaurant, if you have like way too many waiters and it's a slow day, they will say, hey, who wants to be cut? And in December, pretty much all the time, I remember I also went to Miami. I had no money to go to Miami. I borrowed $500 in the beginning of December. I literally had like really no, I just paid for the green card application. I remember 2,000 something. And then I was so stressed, depressed, and whatever. I borrowed somewhere $500 and I went to Miami, but I had some rest money. I think I used credit card. And the hotel at South Beach cost me for 3 days, $600, something like this. So because it was Corona Mora time, it was so cheap. So, coming back to the story, in December, I started to work less and less. I literally barely worked. I was just like, okay, I need to make sure I have money for the rent, and I really need to make sure that I can keep creating it. I remember I put myself a goal, 4 or 3 videos per day on TikTok. No matter what kind of videos, no matter what kind of, like, I had to make 3 or 4 videos on TikTok. And then in the middle of December, I started doing YouTube as well. So I was like, okay, I have to start doing YouTube. I have to start doing Instagram. I was like, okay, I have to start doing everything at the same time, because I cannot skip a platform. I have to build everything at the same time. Start taking pictures, whatever. So what happens is I already have 140,000 followers, and I went pretty viral. I don't know what's going on, like my life is crazy. I got sick, and I did not have really any money. I had like 50, $60 or something like this. And then what's going on is I'm starting to go live on TikTok, right? So I'm starting to go live on TikTok, and I'm getting gifts on TikTok live. And I was like, oh damn, like I just made like $40 in 3 hours on TikTok live. Like, some of my shifts there at the restaurants are like $60. You know what I mean? This is all a story I've never told before. I'm giving you a lot of back details so you get whatever I'm saying. So I was sick, and some people could remember. I think Joe, my moderator, was there. I don't know, Victor. I think Joe was there. That's when he found me. I feel like Jeffrey Bourne now. You were pretty early. So I'm sick. I'm at home. I have no money for rent. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go live on TikTok. I'm going live on TikTok. And what happens is every time I go live on TikTok, I get 5,000 new followers or 10,000 new followers, because there were so many people who were switching by and like following me. And I started getting gifts. And then it was the time I would be dancing like crazy. I would be like just dancing on my bed. It was cringe. That was the definition of cringe, but it was honest. You know what I mean? It was genuine. Like, people would gift me because I dance on my bed. I was like, that's kind of good, So then, before I even got on TikTok, I think I got on TikTok. And then someone said to me, there was a guy who was giving me advices. He was just some older guy from Dallas, Texas. I don't talk to him. I met him once when I went to visit Dallas, but we were not, he gave me advices, but then at some point he really like tried to become my manager or something. I was like, bro, like give me a break. I like him at this moment. I was like, he tried to teach me not to move to New York or something. It was weird. But I still am grateful to him, because he was like, so maybe put your Venmo and say, hey guys, I'm sick. Maybe someone will send you like $50 to $100. So what do you think happens? I have no money, and I put my Venmo, and I think I got like, from total I got like $600, right? And out of this $600, there was $300 from one guy. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Like, it's very nice of you. Like, $300. It's a lot of money, for the guy who had like $50 in his pocket. I was like, I'm gonna do this. Like, thank you. And he was like, yeah. And I put my Amazon wish list. It's for the first time, because, I had my empty room. I really had nothing when I lived in Austin, when I just, So, thumbs ups, guys. Thumbs ups for this story. Let me know in chat. Do you like it so far or no? Do you think it's worth it or no? Do you like the story so far or no? Let me know in chat. Let me see. Let me just drink a beer while you say. Good story. Okay, I like the thumbs up. I like the likes in chat. So, Yeah, this story is great. Okay, I'm eating up the story. So, you know, what happens, he buys me like a bunch of stuff from my Amazon wishlist. I was shocked. You know, he didn't buy like a lot, but people started buying me a lot of stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is how it like kind of wild. You know what I mean? Like, I just put my Amazon, I was so skeptical. I was thinking people will buy me 2 things from there. But I was going live stream every single day, so I was building relationships with people, and basically, you know, I watch Terry Jo whenever she's live, and I feel like I know her, so I kind of get it now. Like, I get it now 2 years, but back then I had no idea. So I'm building relationships with people and just being myself, basically. And what happens is this guy is kind of becoming a little bit cringe. Like, he's becoming a little bit too much. Because yes, I appreciate your $300, but you know, I'm not gonna like. He starts texting me weird messages. He starts texting me a message about how he knows where I live, and what he starts to say, that he went to my restaurant when he was visiting Austin, but he didn't say hi to me. And he also said that there was a coincidence that he saw me exactly where I lived. It was Timber Creek Apartments. Exactly where I lived. He saw me on the street when he was looking at the buildings because he wanted to buy an apartment. And he saw me on this Timber Creek Apartments that I was passing by in November, and that's when he was first noticed me. So I got a little creepy. You know what I mean? And then he was like writing me long messages that are like drunk messages. And again, I like all my like subscribers, terrible word, but in November I wasn't really doing TikTok. I started doing TikTok in the end of November, but he described some kind of situation that he literally described me that, oh, you know, like, I just want to let you know that I was like there. And it's like holy shit, like, yeah, he was not lying. I don't remember what was it because it's been 2.5 years since then, or like something like this. Yeah, 2.5 years, I think. And then he starts getting mad on the messages. And then what he does is he's like, you should send me back $300. I was like, I'm not gonna send you back $300. I have no fucking money. You just sent it to me willingly like 5 days ago. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't go through all this trouble for you to send you $300. And, you know, like, he knows the point that I was like very broke there and stuff. And like, you willingly send it. And at this point, it was critical because I did not create Patreon yet. Patreon is where everything changed. When Patreon kicked, I will tell you what happened when Patreon kicked in. Yeah, coming back. So this guy gets mad. He requests from me money on Venmo. I think I even paid half of the rent because I don't even remember if I had money for the January rent. I might have gave away money to my roommate Victoria. But he starts requesting money from me. I was like, I'm not gonna fucking like give him money. And then he starts sending me weird messages like that he should meet. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I forgot. I have a screenshots. He starts telling me that he works in the military and that he can see through stuff and that he knows where I am and that he could listen to stuff. There was some kind of weird shit that he said about military. He said that he works in the military, and he said some kind of facts that I believed it. But like when there was a military thing, I was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm just fucking 23 years old. I just came out a month ago. Like, can I just... But yeah, when he started bringing in military thing that he can see, like whatever, it was so dumb. I got a little creeped out, but I still had this money. I don't think I had this even money. And he requested, and I was just so annoyed that like, bro, like, why did you send me $300? Like, I never begged. I was like, I put the link out there. I was like, hey, if someone's gonna send me 50, 60, 10, 5, I don't care. I really needed money for rent. And I had no Patreon, nothing. So, I don't send him back. He requests from me. So what he's doing is he's texting to Venmo the reason why I'm still blocked on Venmo is because he texted into Venmo. This is not even the creepiest part, guys. This is not the creepiest part about all of this. So he's texting to Venmo, and I'm getting blocked on Venmo. And I was so mad. But then the time passes by. I think it's been like 2 weeks. I think I blocked him everywhere. Or he blocked me first and I blocked him after. I don't remember. Also smash the like button because I feel like I'm a good storyteller. What happens next? The worst thing that could possibly happen. I get a box under my door. I mean, outside of my door. I get a box. I was like, what is it? Like, I did not order. And it was like, and I see his name on the box. And I was like, well, that's not nice. So I open. Oh, sorry. It was box and it was flowers. It was flowers on the top of the box. Oh my gosh, yeah. Flowers and the box, I think it was GoPro camera. I might be wrong. I had a wish list and it was GoPro camera. And first there was a box from him with a GoPro camera, and then there was another box with something else. And I was like, why did you buy me GoPro camera that costs like $400 now from my wish list? Like, if you're requesting $300 back, like, what the fuck? Like, go away. I didn't text him this, but I was like, I really don't need this. Like, and it was February. That's already when I had Patreon. But I get this box, I open this box, and there's a letter with the flowers. I don't remember what was it. It was some kind of gift. But he sent me GoPro before this, so I was like already scared that he fucking sent me GoPro, even though I blocked him already. So the letter was the creepiest thing I've got. Because this gift and this flowers, basically how Amazon wishlist works, when you buy me something, you don't know my address. And he told me my address. He knew my address. He told me the address. He told me exactly apartment before even, when he was when he was talking to me about military stuff. But that's when I got scared, because I lived on the first floor. You could see my window right next to the street. You know what I mean? So I literally, my windows were so easy to open. Like, there was no military stuff. I like you. I love you, Andrew. Yeah, I love you, Andre. Sorry. I love Andre. Andre is here. Give him a follow. Even though he has 1 million followers he recently hit. So, coming back. My windows were so shitty. Like, you can literally throw a rock in my window. It would break so easily and just, kill me. So I got a little scared. I get this letter. And the flowers. Okay, I read the letter, and I sent it to my mom right away. The letter was, I remember it vaguely, but the letter was, "Hi Art, I hope you enjoy this gift, and I hope you really appreciate my support," or something like this. "And I hope you will learn how to forgive, because sometimes it can be too late for us to forgive others." Something like this. The whole point is, I hope you learn how to forgive, because if you don't, it will be too late. It might be too late for you to forgive. It was like white flowers. I think it was white roses. It was like 3 or 4. I don't remember. So I get this letter and I don't know, what would you guys think? Maybe was I overthinking? I just really did not like this line where it's like, sometimes it can be too late to forgive in life. And I was like, what do you mean too late to forgive? You know what I mean? Did I overthink this line? If you just joined, scroll back, I talk about my stalker story. Or what was it? Let me know in live chat. I knew one thing. Can you imagine saying that psycho shit to a 23-year-old kid who just trying to pay his rent and make his way in life? Yeah, I would have called the police and do a restraining order. So I get this letter. I sent it to my mom. I talked to one of my other friends who was a YouTuber too. And basically what he tells me and what my mom tells me is you should not pay attention. You should not respond in any way. You should not get back to him because that's what he's expecting from you. So I was like, okay. And then pretty much what happened after is I think he created one more page and tried to like me something, but it was in February 2021. I think I had 200,000 followers at this point, and that was the weirdest thing that happened. So the weirdest thing that happened to me over 2.5 years on social media, I'm sure there was a lot you forgot to mention to get you that freaked out. There was a lot of things that I just don't remember, but it's already freaked. You know what I mean? Like someone knows your fucking address, texts you, someone says you're in the military, you can see like, I had no one. Like I literally had my roommate who I just knew for 6 months, but she was taking care of me well. Like she was very nice. She was like a mom or a sister. So I called one of my friends who had similar situation, who had a stalker, and he said you should just ignore it, because he was saying like his situation was even worse than mine. His situation was when the guy was coming to airport to meet, like it was crazy. But basically after this, I was a little freaked out to leave, but that was the most craziest one. Yeah. But again, on a good note, do you guys want me to tell you a little bit about January 2021? Do you guys want me to tell you something nicer or no? Seeing through walls and stuff is ultra sketchy. That was sketchy as fuck. Maybe that's why he sent me this camera. No, I'll tell you the happy end to the story though. So the good story is, it was January 10 or 11. That's when I created Patreon. And I created Patreon and I was like, I'm curious, like if I'm gonna be able to make like $700 per month from the Patreon, that would be nice. That would be my rent. So I'll keep working my waiter job and I'll do Patreon. And I kept going live stream. I was in my viral era for sure, which has helped. And I was new. Whenever you see the new gay guy who's, thirst traps, dancing, whatever, you always have this, spark, because there are constantly new guys coming up. But my point is I was broke. I was not working for 2 weeks. I was kept going live. And then I created a Patreon, which I want to say shout out to a lot of people who were in a very early ages especially. And I shout out to people who just joined or people who are newer, people who are supporting me like a year ago. But I will just tell you the power of social media that I realized that I held. I wanted to do OnlyFans at first. And I talked to my mom and she's like, yeah, you can do OnlyFans for like a month to help you to pay off like for some Christmas gift. Get yourself a gift. But then I was so stigmatized. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do OnlyFans. So I'm gonna do Patreon. So my goal was like to have $700 per month. And I was making at my work in a good month, $3,500, $4,000, right? As a waiter. But there were some bad months where it was like $2,500, $2,000. So I was like, if I can make $700, that would be so good. But what happens is when I create the Patreon, I keep going live and stuff, and I see people go to my Patreon. And in the first 5 days or 6 days, I made $700. And I was like, made $700 here. I was just talking to the camera at home. I was not at the restaurant running like crazy with my shitty manager. Didn't like her anymore. I was like, I'm curious how long it's gonna be for. I was like, it's probably just gonna be like for a week or two. And then by the end of the months, I made, I think, $4,000 from my Patreon, or maybe 4,500 from my Patreon and my TikTok and YouTube. I think we already hit at this point 1,000, and I had my first paycheck. It was like a couple $100. It was not a lot, but still. But I added it all up. I was like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know, like, I think I'm just gonna quit my job. Because I made almost $5,000 doing not what I did with a much interesting work. I wouldn't say it was less effort. There were some live streams when I was doing 24-hour live stream, and I was constantly hustling. Every single day I was going live. And like I was telling the stories like this, but I was like playing live and do stuff. And then, so what happens is I come back to work. I come back to work two weeks after, right? 2 weeks after, and I already created Patreon. I already made my rent money, $700. And you know, I come back to work, it's January, it's a slow month after everything. And then I just hate everything there. You know, I feel like I'd rather go do TikTok. They ask me who wants to be caught. I'm always say, I want to be caught. I want to be caught. And then in February 1st or January 30th, I give them 2 weeks notice. And I was like, guys, I want to be like nice, you know what I mean? And I want to, you know, give you 2 weeks notice. I'm leaving. And then they say, okay, why are you leaving? I was like, you know, I'm doing something better. And at this point, when I got to work, the cook started to say, oh, it's a famous guy. And like other people start, oh, you're famous now, or you're famous. And it was just kind of like negative, to be honest. It was not that they were happy for me. There's a couple of people who were genuinely happy for me, but majority of people, they were like just making fun of me. Oh, you're famous now, you're famous. It was like, and I was not famous. People did not know me in the streets to this level. People really started to know me in the streets this year, like massive level. Before it was like 1-2 people per month. I was not famous. I was, you know, it was 200,000 followers, but it was spread out around the world. It was not like they're all from US. So, and you know, I was a crazy guy. I was constantly talking to myself. I was constantly like sometimes sneezing. I always wash my hands though, so don't worry. You know, I was constantly like weird, and I was weird. I'm always weird. Like I'm telling you, I'm weird as fuck. You know, this weird guy just decides he wants to quit now because he has TikTok. And it was so stupid back then. So there was a Valentine's Day when they wanted me to work on 14th. So I said, okay, I'm gonna work on Valentine's Day, even though I don't want to work on Valentine's Day. I don't want my last day to be Valentine's Day. Why do I care about this fucking restaurant? You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. Like, and especially at this point, my relationships with one of the managers, her name was Vanessa, was not good. But she actually the one who hired me. But she got so mad at me when I started doing TikTok for some reason. I was so grateful to her, but like she got mad at me at some point. So, what happens next? Vanessa is pissing me off all the time, and she would really pick on me. And then there was a night when I had a huge anxiety. I went viral on TikTok with the video when I walk with gay flag in front of the Chick-fil-A, right? I had 2 million views and 50,000 comments. 50,000 comments for 2 million views. This is insane engagement. It's wild. Majority of those comments were like Christian evangelical people who are telling me I'm gonna die, whatever. So there was one of my shifts on February 3rd or 4th, I don't remember this day. But basically I went to work, and before I couldn't fall asleep till 3 p.m. because I don't know if you guys know imposter syndrome. You should know this, but there is imposter syndrome, and there is another thing. I couldn't fall asleep. I had 23,000 followers on Instagram at this point. I've never had 23,000 followers on Instagram, and I gained them within 2 months. It was a lot of followers for me. It was huge. And when I went to sleep, I was like, what if I'm gonna lose everything? Like, what am I gonna do? Like, because I didn't build the relationships I have now. Like, now I feel much more protected because I have you. But I was like, what if I'm gonna lose everything? And I was like, what am I doing? Like, and I was like super anxious. So I went to work, and it was a slow day, very slow day. I opened my Instagram, and it says that your account was disabled. If you want to, we can, you can appeal, but your account is disabled. My Instagram account with 23,000 followers. And I literally had an anxiety 6 hours ago, out of nowhere. How can you explain? Do you guys want to hear the rest of the story? If yes, smash the like button. Let's get to 300 likes. Let's get to 300 likes, guys. Let's do it right now. I'll tell you the rest of the story. Come on, let's do it right now. Everyone who is watching back there, we're at 265 now. Boy, what a crazy life sometimes. Holy shit. Ugh. Okay, we can do it. We can do 300 likes. So, I hope you guys gonna slash 300 likes because I wanna do it. So then I'm looking at my phone and I was like, what's going on? I'm shocked because that was like, I was just about to give my 2 weeks, you know what I mean? And it was Instagram. I like Instagram, and I put a lot of work on Instagram. It's 23,000 on Instagram. It was like 50,000 on TikTok, or like 60,000 on TikTok. So I look at my phone, and then I was like telling Vanessa, I have to go home. It's a slow day. I know it's a slow day. Can you cut me? Because someone broke into my Instagram, and it's like, I really need to go home. And I already gave my 2 weeks notice, and I agreed to work on Valentine's Day, so I was nice to them. So I was like, I really need, like, my Instagram got broken into. And she looks at me and is like, but you don't respect the work. You always want to get caught. Like, you don't understand. Like, what do you mean? My Instagram got hacked too once. It was like, Vanessa, you have 500 followers. I was like, why are you telling me like this? You know what I mean? It was like, and it was a slow day, guys. I swear there was like 4 tables and 4 waiters. And she's like, why are you doing this? And I didn't yell, I just asked. I was very respectful. I was like, so you can cut me? And she said no. And I went to the bathroom. I remember I was in the bathroom for like 10-15 minutes, and I tried to like reach out to every person because I was like, what is going on? Is it gonna get, and I had no experience yet. I was like, are they gonna break into my Patreon? That was my biggest fear. I was afraid that they're gonna break into my Patreon. Are they gonna break into my Patreon? Are they gonna have an access to my TikTok? Did someone hack me? Well, why am I disabled? So I was like in a bathroom. Then I came back, and then someone told me like 30-40 minutes later, someone told me, you're caught. Just do the silverware and you can go. And I asked my friend to do the silverware, and I got back home. I appealed. That was my last day at work. I texted them an email that I don't appreciate your relationships with me, because I agreed to work for you guys, and I did not have to work there for 2 weeks. I know my rights. I don't have to fucking, it's 2 weeks notice is, they fire people on the spot sometimes when they want to. They don't think about people. They fire people on the spot. And I was like, I was nice to you in a situation when there was literally no need. You know what? I would understand if there was a full restaurant, busy people. There was 4 tables and 4 waiters. It was morning shift. It was like 12 p.m. It's like, it's not gonna get busy. And it was also like Tuesday or Wednesday. It was kind of like weird day. It was like slow day. It was not Friday. It was not Saturday. It was not Sunday brunch. I was like, oh, that's such a good excuse for me to leave early. So I get back home, I appealed, then I had a photo shoot with Trey. I still use his pictures. I went to photo shoot with him for like next day or something. So I went to photo shoot next day, and then we talked about it. And then what happened, Instagram texted me from their random account in French, and they texted me, hi, we got your number, can you provide your ID and stuff. And I didn't read, it was such a sketchy email, I didn't read anything. I just sent all my documents and email, terrified. Then I'm looking at the email, and I see that email is sketchy as fuck. And I was like, oops. Did I just send out all my documents to some weird place? So the Instagram texted to me in French. I speak English, Russian, Polish, Ukrainian, a little bit of Spanish. They texted to me in French. So I sent all my documents. I was so dumb at first, I thought. But after this, I googled it more. It turned out to be legit. They restored my account 2 or 3 days. I think I was without it for like 4 days. What I did, I asked all my people on TikTok to go and comment on the Apple Store that they banned me on Instagram, and that's what worked. I don't know if that was a coincidence or no, but when I asked people to go and comment on Apple Store, I got it back within 2 hours or 3 hours. So I got my account back. What I learned, it was that when I went viral on TikTok, all those Christian people went to my Instagram and they reported all of my pictures and all my videos. And AI algorithm blocked me automatically because they used to have the system. They don't have it anymore. Now it's so much harder to do because there were so many bots. So basically, that's how I also got banned on TikTok multiple times. So this is what happened. I learned that if you go viral on the wrong side of TikTok, you can get in trouble. And this is how I met your father. So yeah, that was first 2 months of my social media journey. But that was my last job, and since then, VIP content and YouTube and Instagram. Okay, tell me, how did you like this whole long story? And also, can we smash 300 likes? It's 279. I think I told you so many things today that I never did. Can we smash it, please? My video is doing good. Gay couple love story video doing 1 out of 10 today. It's even better than educated straight dude. I don't know, this story was good. I remember this Apple Store incident. Hi Derek. I love this story. I enjoy it. Did you guys enjoy it or no? What are your thoughts? I wish I could make warm meals for you, prepare for your bed. Thank you so much. Do you guys have any thoughts? The making of your future Netflix special. I would be so dramatic. That was crazy. It was good times, but it was crazy as fuck. It was crazy. But this is why I'm never like becoming too comfortable. You know? My thoughts, your life is crazy, but here you are. I agree, Brit. I have so many stories like this. I have a lot, honestly. I'm sorry that happened to you. All of your stories were great. Love your stories. Thank you. Check my VIP page if you want to support Art. I think Art would make a good talk show host, maybe in the future. I wish, you're awesome. You guys awesome too. That's a good live stream today. Life is like that. Stories happen. I agree. It's just the way you take them. You just have to take them with your head up and, you know. Alright. I want to say everyone good night. Let me check what Pumpkin is up to. Wait, hold on. Maybe he's not gonna be lazy. He's gonna say hi.
I'm almost done.
All good, no rush. Oh, domestic life, guys. Oh my god. Weren't you taking notes, Bobby? You look so good. Thank you. You guys look good. I find the best stand-up comedian the best storytellers. Hope you remember all this shit when it comes to write your book. That's why I told you guys, because it's saved on live. So, I'm gonna go sleep. I wonder if you imagined of this 5 years ago. You know, I could imagine these kind of stories. These are too specific. These are very unique and specific. You know, it's hard to like make it up. Something like this. You know? So those are stories too unique. But, yeah. I wouldn't be able to imagine those. So. People say don't go. I have to go. I really want to pee. I have to go. I have to rest. I talked here for 77 minutes. I think I was live for over 2 hours. What's your favorite silly story with Johnny? I have too many, Greg. I wish I could tell you. But if you're new here or you just joined, you didn't listen to the whole live, it was a good live stream. And also, check out my yesterday YouTube vlog when I went with Johnny to fraternity party. Make a comment if you watched it already, watch more time, because I feel it's doing very slow, and I truly think it's a good video. I truly think it's a good video. It should do better than this. So, all right, everyone, thank you so much, and I appreciate everyone here. Okay, thank you so very much. Bye.